Hey guys, Junior here from Ascend AI Solutions. I want you to imagine for a moment that you're walking down the street. As you're walking down the street, you see a vending machine. The vending machine says insert $1 and you will receive $100. You then go ahead and you insert your $1. Sure enough, $100 pops out on the other end. How much dollar bills are you going to be adding to this machine? I guarantee you'll be putting in as much as you can. What if I told you that a similar machine, what if I told you that that machine doesn't exist, but a similar machine does exist if you are a high ticket B2B service business that is looking to land more clients? Well, that is what I call the AI cold email machine. I'll first want to talk about why systems are so important. You see, leads are the lifeblood of a business. When you have more leads coming in, it gives you more opportunities to get it right, more opportunities to make money, and you can scale your business basically to the moon. You want a consistent, steady flow of leads instead of a sporadic high months and low months. Now, cold email systems, they really solve this problem by creating a predictable outcome. Let's take that analogy again with the vending machine. Let's say that this cold email system that we have created is essentially that vending machine. Instead of putting in dollar bills, we are putting in lists of our ideal clients and their contact details or their emails, for example. And as it passes through the system, on the other end, we are booking appointments and we are getting high quality leads through this system that we are then able to close for thousands of dollars or however much we charge according to our offer. That is essentially the vending machine where we can take a whole bunch of cold leads, pass it through this cold email system, and on the output end, you receive hundreds of high quality appointments that you can then go and close. So it's about converting leads into business essentially. Now, the reason why this system is really effective is because of the introduction of AI. Now, cold email systems have always been around. It's not something that's new. But I want to tell you today that with AI and the technology that is ever so advancing each day, cold email systems are becoming more and more advanced and um, an easier way of converting. Now, let me talk about the importance of reply rates. In any cold email system, you can measure the effectiveness of the cold email system by how many replies you're getting. And then you're able to then go into the machine and increase that reply rate by tweaking certain things, whether it be the offer, whether it be the copy, whether it be, so many different other inputs that you put into the machine. And then you eventually sort of get to a stage where you've perfectly tweaked your cold email outreach system and it is giving you high reply rates. Now, with AI, it allows us to supercharge any cold email outreach system. It helps you to convert more cold leads into paying clients because of hyper personalized outreach. What do I mean by that? A traditional cold email outreach system, you're essentially sending a generic email to thousands of people who are your ideal client. How many of those people are just going to see it and think spam and then send to the trash bin? It's going to be a high percentage. But what if every single email you sent out was hyper personalized, meaning it mentions their name, but not just that, mentions their business, it mentions a milestone that they might have achieved in the last month or so. It shows, it comes off as if you have really done your research and you really care about that client. I'm telling you that you're going to get a higher response rate because of these hyper personalized outreach, and AI allows us to do that at scale. So, yeah, instead of having to sit there and write these personalized emails for 1,000 people, in a matter of seconds, you can generate thousands of personalized emails. Another thing that AI with the technology that allows us another good thing about AI is that it allows us to automate the whole process with the ever changing technology. Um, we're now able to create the machine. And for each client that we build this out for, we can basically build out the machine where we have the input and the output on the other end. And that's essentially what we're talking about here. Now, I want to show you an example of what a AI cold email system machine might look like. So I've got here this Miro board, which shows you. So essentially, the way that this machine could work as part of your business is that you have a few manual steps, a few little things that you have to do on your end, which is essentially just scraping those lists or getting the list of your ideal clients. And then the way the machine works is that you take that file and you drop it into a Google folder, for example, and then this whole system takes over right to creating the personalized email, validating the email, loading it automatically to your cold email outreach software, sending all those emails, and yeah, all on autopilot essentially. And so I'll just talk you quickly through how this system works, so you get an idea of what a cold email outreach system. And I'll even giving you the tech stack here, which shows you what platforms required for you to simply build this type of system out. So, starting with the manual steps, firstly, we've got LinkedIn Sales Navigator, which allows us to search for the list of cold leads. And then we use Phantom Buster to create the CSV file. Another way of doing this is going onto apollo.io, which allows us to search and scrape thousands of emails of our ideal client decision makers. And we then are able to create the CSV file. The next thing that we do is we then take that CSV file and we can pass it through a email validation platform. There's so many out there. The one I'm just using in this example is called mails.so. What that does is it essentially checks all the emails that we've got on our list and it validates it and makes sure that the emails are actually legitimate and that if we were to email that email, there would be a response essentially. So what we're left with is a list of validated emails of our ideal client. What we then do is then we take that file and we drop it into a Google folder. So you could hire a VA or you could do it yourself. You essentially have somebody running these manual steps, taking these CSV files and putting them into this Google folder. Then what we do is in the background, we use this platform called make.com. And make.com, you can think of it as essentially it's the glue of the internet. It allows you to connect various online platforms and create automations. And so I believe at the moment there's more than 10,000 different platforms that they can connect to. And so what you then do is you go onto make.com and you build out this flow. So once you've automated this process, essentially what happens is as soon as you drop that file into the Google folder, an automation kicks off where it will pick up the file. It will then create the personalized email. So we connect it to ChatGPT. And then we also, using make.com, research their company and do a bit of research on their background. And then we pass all that information through ChatGPT to create a really personalized email. And then from there, the validated emails are sent to our cold email platform. The one that I highly recommend and that we use in our business from day to day is Instantly, which I highly recommend. And then it automatically goes into the Instantly campaign with the personalized email that we've created. And then we send 600 to 1,000 emails per day to the list of clients that we have. And the replies, we monitor for replies, and then any replies that we get in, we essentially we book them in your calendar basically for appointments. Now, like I said, this is a machine, and the output in the end is those booked appointments. The input of the machine are those leads. And so just to give you an idea, if I want to generate consistently 10 appointments a month, it works out to be, give or take, 7,000 7 to 10,000 cold leads on this side. and run it through the machine, it'll come out to be about 10. Well, it comes out to be about two to 300 replies, and then from that 200 to 300 replies, you then are able to book about 10 to 15 appointments um, in that range. So once you sort of get an idea of the numbers that are required on this end of the input, you're able to sort of consistently predict the number of appointments that you'll have per month. So yeah, that's essentially the machine, and I hope that sort of made a bit of sense to you. But I know that cold email outreach systems are just a consistent, predictable way of generating leads for your high ticket business. And if you have any questions or anything, please drop a comment or leave a like or reach out to me, and I can answer any questions that you might have. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video. Peace.